If these polls keep coming in this way with Joe Biden at 56, I mean, that 56-44 is a devastating poll for the Trump campaign. But Donald Trump remains the energizer of the vote, doesn't he? I mean, the complacency would depend on people relaxing and going, I don't care that much about going out there and voting against Donald Trump.
I think that the trick here is to both excite the Democratic base and get them behind Joe Biden and whoever he picks to be his vice presidential nominee, and also ensure that they have access to the ballot. So any polling that puts Joe Biden up, that's good news, of course, because that means that his campaign is doing what's necessary to get enough support to win the election in the popular vote. But as we learned in 2016, Lawrence, it's not the popular vote that decides who the president is. It's the Electoral College. And so those state by state polls, we should be looking at those very closely, but also ensuring state by state that voter access, absentee balloting, early voting hours and days are extended so that the base of the Democratic Party, which very much needs to get that access that is being taken away intentionally by Republicans, mind you, because the base of the Democratic Party is so much bigger than Donald Trump's base. So that's where I think Biden needs to focus. And President Obama, oh man, I miss him. I miss sleeping soundly at night and not worrying about the existential threat that is Donald Trump. But that has been true for 3 years. And now we're in a moment where we're finally in the home stretch here, and we can live in a reality where we have a competent and experienced president at the helm in one of the worst crises. And so what we need to focus on, above all, is voter access.
And Zerlina, in terms of fundraising for the campaign had a very good day on fundraising, and that's not even counting because we can't count. We don't know how to count quite yet. The Mike Bloomberg input, he has pledged to spend whatever it takes in negative advertising against Donald Trump to take him down. But all of that, as you say, the more negative it gets for Trump, the harder the Republicans will be fighting to suppress the vote.
That's exactly right, because the numbers are not on their side, Lawrence. In my book, The End of White Politics, I'm basically looking at the data of the American electorate and predicting, or Pew is predicting, that the American electorate will be majority non-white by 2045. That means that the Democrats have a leg up in terms of who their base is and who they need to turn out. And that is critically important. So no matter what Donald Trump does, we need to turn our people out. We know he's terrible and bad. We're all at home in quarantine. But what we need to do is change the person at the top. And the way we do that is working every single day, because we can take nothing for granted.